lung butter. What is lung butter? It's mine and my dad's colloquial term for the disgusting substance that we cough up when we get sick. My name is Mariah Frisbee, and I'm here to tell you about how my childhood experiences have taught me resilience, leadership, and how to manage everything with a great sense of humor. To start off, when I was born with cystic fibrosis, which is a genetic disease that affects the respiratory and digestive systems primarily. So, this being said, I was in and out of the hospital a lot when I was little, usually with appointments. I was hospitalized fairly often with usually pneumonia, but sometimes other kinds of respiratory infections. I've been on and off tons of different medications, including IV antibiotics that they had to send me home with. And so dealing with all of these health issues really taught me a lot of grit. It taught me not to let the little things get to me. It also just generally made my body tougher because it's had to deal with all of these other more hardcore issues. So it's a little bit more resilient just to getting colds. When doctors look at my x-rays, if a lot of times my x-rays don't look very good. And they have said that I should not be acting as good as I am for how my x-rays look. And that's just because I'm used to it and I've learned to deal with this health issue. And so I also have lots of resistances, however, to lots of antibiotics and drugs, which isn't the best thing when they're trying to figure out how to help me get a new antibiotic to kick an infection. To move on to my second point, I learned a lot of leadership because my dad's a pastor. So I grew up in the church, the Nazarene specifically. And being the pastor's daughter, a lot of people kind of look to me to be an example. And if I'm doing something that's maybe a little uncouth or unsavory, a lot of times it'll come back to my parents because everybody wants to tell on the pastor's daughter, right? Of course they do. So a lot of times my parents would hear about it and I couldn't get away with anything when I was little. But that taught me a lot of responsibility. I also took on a lot of leadership roles within the church and our youth group. I was the NYI president at 2 different points, as well as so was my sister at one point before I was old enough to take the role. My brother has also taken on that role recently. He's the youngest of the 3 of us. And so all of us have just learned these leadership qualities just from being raised in the church and in a leadership unofficial position of being the pastor's kid. To go on to my third point, my family could not deal with all of the health issues that we deal with without having phenomenal senses of humor. My entire childhood was an endless series of dad jokes. The most promising was anytime I was hungry, I'd say, "Dad, I'm hungry." And he'd go, "Hi, hungry, I'm Dad." Insert other adjectives here, thirsty, tired, anything. It was, "Oh, hi, I'm Dad." And it just irritated me to no end. But looking back, those are some of my fondest memories of my childhood. At the dinner table, we all kind of pick and tease each other, and the joke is that that's how you know you're accepted, is if we don't pick on you, and if we're too nice, it probably means we don't like you. So, again, my childhood made everything more manageable by teaching me resilience, leadership, and how having a great sense of humor could help me deal with anything. So I'd like to encourage all of you today to make sure that you can laugh about something, no matter what it is. Pick a difficult situation, pick something boring, just find some humor in it, and make it better. Thank you for your time.